And we about to pretty soon. We about to have our own little party out here in Houston because we got Kareem supposed to come through. Everybody come to turkey leg. Right, we trying to get you. My goal is to get you a turkey leg cut by the end of the year.
And we all gonna be standing in line. All of us.
I'm like, do you know who this is?
You know who this is. I don't care who he is. I don't care what. We gonna care today.
Get back in that line.
I'm just playing, y'all. I've been gone for a good minute. Y'all can see I'm a tone darker. We know where I was at. We already know where it was
at. Y'all almost my color. Nah, I'm just playing.
And didn't give us no invite or nothing.
Hey man, in the wonderful, magical world of Disney World, you're gonna pay more. You're gonna pay more than an arm and a leg. You're gonna pay everything. But that's where I was at. But besides all that, let's get to the show. That's what's important right now. Welcome to the Just Acting Up Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Joffrey. Back in this thing, 10 toes down, H-Town. We're going to talk about some things. But before we talk about the things, Chris, what's up, man?
What's going on, good people? Good people. We back again. Back again like, I don't know, what's something that comes back a lot? Like the McRib at McDonald's. I don't know. People like that. I don't even eat. I never had that. Why? How is it a McRib that is not a rib?
That is true.
This intro started off interesting.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just went off time.
Hungry this morning. Mike, what up, Mike?
What's going on, good people? What's going on? How you feeling? How you living? How's everybody doing?
Man, how everybody feeling? How everybody doing? See, now I'm extra hungry. I ain't much had breakfast yet. But we're going to be all right, man. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to be talking about what's been going on in the city of H-Town, Texas overall. We have some heartbreaking news, disturbing news. Of course, we'll save it for the show. You know what happened. We'll talk about it because it's still got to be unpacked and talk about it. And, of course, we have to talk about films that hit the theater this weekend and some streaming shows that hit the streaming platforms. All that and more, plus who gets just acting up. I'm stumbling because I've been off for a good minute. I'll tell you, that's what it does. That's what he does to you. Just Acting Up Show. Y'all stay live. Hey, y'all, we got somebody in here. Y'all know her voice. Y'all know her face. Y'all know who this person is. It's the Shade.
Hello. How are you?
So we doing good. How you doing this morning?
I am doing great. How about you guys?
Doing fabulous.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
You all right?
I'm good. Like I got mighty crispy out there, like I was saying earlier, but you know, we good. We here.
Thank you for wearing a different color other than black, because we.
Oh man, what's going on, bro?
I don't know.
See,
I don't know what we.
This is why we need a woman's touch on things. Like why are y'all wearing black all the time?
All the time. We're gonna have to do better when we go live. We're gonna have to, start, recording other than Zoom. So we're gonna have to do better with our fashion choices, guys.
We're gonna get it together. You know, I want some matching shirts.
No, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I don't know what we don't much plan this. We just get up like, all right, black, wow, black.
Put on black.
We can make quadruplets.
Yeah.
Telling you, like, what y'all doing? Like, hey man, just
Shade and the triplets.
That sounds like a group right there.
Yeah, right.
That was the Gladys Knight and the Pips.
I'm David Ruffin, the Bees, or the Temptation. Like, wait, hold on.
I'm David Ruffin. I'm David Ruffin.
Ain't nobody talking about you, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Oh man,
it's all James' fault. Just say
it is my
that's
fault.
so funny. That was one of my favorites.
It's James' fault.
It is my fault. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault.
Why you even getting us started this morning like that?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry, man.
Why you had to point it out? I had thought about it. I ain't say anything.
My bad.
Bro,
my
who
bad.
said? Oh, it was Chris that said
Yeah.
something. All right,
It's an
Yeah.
observation.
See, it ain't always my fault, man.
we got you. We got you.
Oh my God. So yeah, like I said, y'all know Tashay, she's the one that does the voiceover, of course. We always appreciate her for, using her talents of her voiceover work. Of course, y'all know who Tashay is, model, singer, actress, mother. Um, she's like one of those, I ain't gonna say jack of all trades, Jill of all trades, because she just out there staying busy. And we thank you for everything that you do, Tashay. We really do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all for having me. I enjoy doing this show with you guys.
Yeah, man. We always enjoy it. We always appreciate you. So before we get into the topics at hand, tell us a little bit about what you got going on later on is it June, Tashay? Like, yeah, is it modeling? What's going on?
In July.
July.
In July, I have a fashion show that I am casted for. It's going to be on July the 24th here in Houston. I'm going to put all the information up on my Instagram at tashay.w. And it's actually for a really good cause. All the proceeds are going towards awareness for human trafficking. And so this is going to be a really big show. There's going to be vendors, designers. It's going to be food. It's going to be shops there where you can shop. It's going to be great fashion. I mean, it's going to be just a good vibe. So please go out and get your tickets. They are on Eventbrite. And so, again, I'll post everything up on my Instagram at tashay.w. Hopefully I'll see you there.
Yeah, you will
Acting
see
Up
us.
Show will be in the building.
Yes, indeed, we will.
We will be there for support. I think there's another actress here in Houston that's going to be a part of it as well too. I think she goes by BJ Artist. She's been working in quite a few films as well. We'll follow up on that and we'll let you know, because you know how once hey, I know this person, I know that person, y'all know y'all women are so yeah. But yeah, I love seeing that, to see two people that we do know of that's a part of that, sending a good message, but sending it in a way that you can draw people in to bring more awareness. So thank you. I know that's very very inspiring what you're doing and very motivating.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that's good, because then you can show double support. These events, they're hosted here in Houston and also in other cities. So I was just happy that this one was here in Houston. The last one that I did was in Dallas. So, I get to invite family and friends. You don't have to go far. There's going to be food and drinks and, just good vibes, people and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's a really good place to network. Even if you're not a model, if you're not in fashion, if you're a singer, if you're a DJ, if you're a rapper, they have artists that come out to the fashion shows and perform. It's a good way to get, a lot of publicity and just a lot of networking, get more people to follow you and things like that, just to grow your brand and everything. So, I mean, just come out and support.
Yeah, I agree. And correct me as I correct myself. The actress, she goes by DJ Bartz on Instagram, so she's a part of it. I saw she posted, and I was like, "Oh wait, it's her, JB Raquel." So
there's
yeah,
gonna be so many models, male,
yeah.
female, and kids in this show.
Oh wow!
So
really?
they have a little bit for everybody. Yeah, you could bring kids to this show. Kids are included. Will be kid models there as well.
Nice, beautiful. Thank y'all for being a part of that. Thank y'all for putting Houston on the map in that way. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some news, man. So, we always, talk about these things that goes on in the city of Houston, and it's like right there, so alarming that we have to talk about it. Which is what happened a few days ago, earlier last week. Of course, we film on Saturday. Show presents itself on Tuesday. It airs on Tuesday, so we had to talk about what happened earlier this week, which is some sad, disheartening news. The attack on the school in Uvalde. I think that's how I pronounce it. Y'all know I'm horrible with words. Uvalde. Thank you. See, I told y'all I'm slipping. I'm slipping.
It's okay. We got your back.
I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to shake off that rust. But yeah, man, it's sad and disheartening and disturbing news. Myself, Mike, to say we're parents. Chris, you know people that are teachers as well as all of us. And we build up these relationships with these teachers, and of course, us having kids. That's our heart. That's our everything. That's like it is. That's a piece of us. So let's share our thoughts on it. And let's talk about and discuss it. What took place?
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk first?
I mean, I guess like the first question that I really have is there's a lot of different views on, gun laws and stuff like that. And I have always heard like guns don't kill people. Guns are for protection, right? It's sick people with guns that kill people. So my whole thing is we want to spend a lot of time about guns, which, not all guns are used to kill people. But what we need to really focus on is the mental health of the people that are doing these things, focusing on just getting help for people and not ignoring people who are like crying out for help. He was crying out for help before this happened and nobody paid no attention to it.
Yeah, there should be some type of like I knew when that like law for just like if you're buying all these weapons and bullets, there should be some kind of checkpoint, at least or just like with alcohol, you have to be like a certain age to buy alcohol. So it need to be like something like, well, you have to be a certain age to buy this. And then if you're buying this type of weapon, well, okay, well, we need to do a mental evaluation or,
Yes.
I mean,
I agree.
I have been wrestling with this, man, because when I dropped my son off Wednesday, it happened Tuesday. I dropped him off Wednesday. There was 2 cops in the front of the school and on the side of the school, and it never. I feel like, man, I don't feel like dropping him off today. Like he could miss today. That's how scary it's been at these schools. And I just got so many questions. I mean, they said the boy wasn't bullied. It was a lot of his classmates, his friends, who said that he wasn't bullied. He was really trying to be the bully. Either way it goes, he obviously had issues. And to be 18 and purchase an AR, like when I was 18, first thing I go do is go buy a gun, like no matter what it was. And I don't know if an 18-year-old will go buy or purchase a gun. I thought you had to be 21, but
yeah.
I don't know what happened with that. I know someone personally in my life that shouldn't have had a gun, and he got a case for being stupid with a gun. I don't know what's going to take for this country to wake up and realize that we have a serious issue with these guns, because this is back to back. We started the show last week talking about Buffalo. Now we're starting the show with another mass shooting.
Yeah.
And they go from one extreme to another when they say, oh, well, it's about the entertainment, it's the video games, it's the movies. When people say that, I laugh, because these movies and video games and TV shows, whatever, they don't stop at America. They go all around the country. I mean, all around the world. I'm sorry. They don't just stop here. But we are the only ones that got all these mass shootings. Like a country probably never experiences mass shooting ever in the school, but we experience it at a very, very high rate. Like other countries this don't even exist to them. And, as a homeowner, me and my coworker was talking like, where our school taxes is going. Because if you are a homeowner in Harris County, yes, you are feeling the effects of the inflation. So taxes went up. So where's the school taxes going? There should be a cop in every single elementary, middle school. I mean, they should be there. They talk a good game at my son's school, but I know what's going to happen in November, in the beginning of the school year. They're not going to be around.
Yeah.
If nobody wants to take
But
accountability.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm just saying nobody wants to take accountability. you know.
Yeah.
And then it's sad because you see like I seen the report with the police out there. Because what was it? The guy, they passed up the guy on the way in, and then they also they didn't go in when they should have went in to stop him. You know, they decided, and then they decided to stay out and try to, I guess, have a standoff. But now they're talking about, well, in hindsight, you know, it probably wasn't a good idea. I'm like, and then you just see the governor talking about it could have been worse.
Oh yeah, that killed me, man. I was
dude.
man. Oh man.
To be honest, that was just so insensitive. That was, I mean, to ever, like, any situation could be worse. Every situation could be worse. There's all kind of different, you know, elements that could change in a situation to make a situation worse. But my whole thing was, you are the head of the state. So you have the capabilities to make some things happen and to make things change. Let's not talk about how it could be worse. Let's figure out what we could do to make it better for the you know next round. And that cop, oh my God, that just hurt me, because they had some people going in there and getting their family, and that's jacked up. That's jacked up.
Well, you know, it's
You know,
like
and then they had people saying, what really tripped me out is somebody got on Instagram and was like, oh, y'all have been rioting, and we've been rioting, and we've been, you know, so hard on the cops and all this, and now we want them to go in and risk their life for our kids. But like I tell them, if you sign up to be a railroad driver, you're gonna be driving the railroad. That's what you signed up to do. Okay.
Right.
If you sign up to be a lifeguard, somebody's drowning, you got to hop yourself up in that pool or that ocean or whatever, because it's your job to save them. That's what you signed up for. So if you're a police officer, that is your job. Your job is to serve and protect. That's what you signed up for. So if you're not gonna do that, get a badge over.
And you know, I'm not surprised by Governor Abbott's actions though, because he's already shown us who he is. I mean, look what happened just when we had when millions of us was without power in that snowstorm situation, and him and his buddy with the most punchable face in America, Ted Cruz, just one time. But the NRA has too much power. They're actually having their convention this weekend as we speak. And Trump is going to be there speaking. Abbott and Cruz, they're all going to still be speaking at the convention. Like, they don't care. They really don't. You know, because it wasn't that.
It's just the lack of compassion, because let's be honest, NRA, Ted Cruz's people, Judge Abbott people, Greg Abbott, whatever, they got money. They kids go to this, to that, the ones that they love. Till them problems come hit you, knock at your front door, you're not gonna feel. You ain't gonna feel.
I was just about to say.
No type of way. You ain't gonna feel nothing about nothing at all. We are the ones, us and other people, we sympathize with that because we know people like that.
Yeah.
We know schools like that. We done been to schools like that. We got some people that's currently going to schools like that. So they don't give a shit.
And then they don't put the best qualified officers in these schools. Like, let's just be honest. They don't put the best qualified person to protect the school in the school. They get Otis, who been sitting at the desk for 2 years, and Otis say, hey, look, I'm tired of this desk. Let me do something different. Now he in the school protecting. That's not who we need in there. We need somebody who can react and who is competent.
Yeah.
I don't need Otis. They gonna get you, but what was Otis saying? Keep it moving now, boy. Keep it moving now, boy.
I think that's what happened in Santa Fe. One of the officers was asleep.
Yeah, man. I don't need I need you to be awake, man. It's a lot.
You know what was heartbreaking was I watched, you know, the one of the survivor kids told his story, and they interviewed him, and he was just like, he got his friend, they were under the table, he had to tell his friend to be quiet and don't say nothing. This young kid was so smart to, you know, he heard the shooting, and apparently the guy was saying, like, you know, hey, this is the police, and, you know, somebody popped out, he killed him. He said he knew not to say nothing until he seen actual, like, police vests and stuff in the room. I'm like, just the bravery of that little kid, and the little girl that smeared blood on herself to play like she was dead. Like,
boy, that is nothing but trauma. All that is.
All of that.
Imagine being 8 and putting blood on you to survive. Like, first off, where did this little baby learn this survival technique. Like, first off, where did this little baby learn that?
Yeah.
And second, like, who in the heck had to go through something like that as a kid, as an 8-year-old kid? I mean, just your family going through divorce can be
Devastating
traumatizing.
enough, and it's like now there's a mosquito bite to compare what's going on at these
It's gonna
schools.
rob them of their childhood. They don't have to grow up.
Straight up, man.
Exactly.
It's been a lot of stuff to unpack from. They still unpacking things, and it is what it is. And I hope that, which I already have a feeling what's going to happen, is that they all going to get in there. They're going to have their egos, and they're going to say, "Well, why ain't you ain't do this? Why you ain't that?" Y'all can talk about why all you want to till you blue or red, purple, green, yellow, whatever color of the rainbow in your face. Do something. Stop arguing with each other. Stop being demented. Stop trying to say or point the finger at somebody. Actually do something, because we're out here hurting. There's some traumatizing things going on. And like Tashay, you said, Mike, Chris, all three of y'all said, kids need to be kids. Kids shouldn't be worried about that. Me as a kid, I'm not worried about nobody coming to my school shooting it up. I'm worried about what type of pizza we having, what type of chocolate milk we having for lunch, what Power Rangers gonna do today. That's the things I was worried about. Cartoons and other silly things. And then on top of that, with them saying that he was bullied as from his peers, me personally, I fought my bullies. I charged my bullies up. I'm the first one in there, and I was like, "Nah, man, we ain't having this." But then when we found out later on, he was not bullied. Something was wrong with homeboy. And then messages come out saying that he posted it on his social media that he's gonna do that. That's the red flag right there. So for me to say this, I don't care if people joking or if they are serious when they post things like this. From now on, here on out, you report it. From now on, y'all report it.
It wouldn't like report it.
Report it. I don't care.
It would have saved probably some lives, because one of the friends was like, he had 2 guns, and he said that he was gonna. I got 2 guns, and it's like, bro, what you doing with all of that?
Yeah.
Why you report it? You should have reported it, because that's a red flag. It's different when somebody say they're gonna do something, but when they actually got the tools to do it, oh man.
Oh no. We cut
It's it's another issue that this has been bothering me since I went to the barbershop yesterday. And I noticed a lot of, why do we do this so much? I'm not gonna let's just say the conversation got to be in, well, in Buffalo, what about, they're not talking about people in Buffalo no more. And it became so divisive, like, oh, black people here and there's Mexican people here. I'm like, it's all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter what race it is. Like, the kids shouldn't got shot up. That shouldn't happen to those folks in Buffalo, but it's no levels to, one is not more important than the other. A life is a life. And we need to stop dividing ourselves.
The top priority list, period.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, man.
It's all a priority. And at the end of the day, it's just like, what can we really do? I mean, just because the person who shot, how old was the person who shot in Buffalo?
Was he 18?
I think he was, what was his name? Peyton Grandin?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he was 18. Either way, he was very young too.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so maybe just making it to where, like,
he was 20.
Every machinery like AR-15s and guns that have high magazines and stuff, like, they should not even be able to be purchased by anybody under 25. No. Can you go get a hotel at 18? No, can you go get a rental car?
I don't understand why they put so much on liquor, but guns is like bulletproof vesting and all this gear, tactical gear. Like, bro, but it's hard to go get alcohol if you're not in Louisiana.
That goes back to who holds the power in the country. In the NRA, politicians are scared of the NRA because they more concerned about get their seat and their position.
Yeah, man.
Because they want the backing of the NRA. That's why people are always chasing the NRA for funding.
Yes, because they're heavily funded.
Yeah.
Heavily funded. Not
Yeah.
only that, but they have a lot of power. They have a lot of power. It's a lot of people that's a part of that organization that has power, real power, not just money, but power. And when it
Yeah.
comes down to it,
Yeah.
that's all that matters to them.
Sad,
That's
sad.
all that
man.
matters. So we know that it's not gonna be a point to where it's like no guns, right? So we know that at least make it harder for those type of guns to be purchased. That's all I'm saying. I mean, at
Yeah.
least no 18 and 19-year-old, they barely even know what they going, what where their life is going. They
Yeah.
just getting out of high school, still trying to figure it out. They should not be able to purchase an AR-15. I don't care what nobody say.
I was still worried about Pokemon when I was in.
I honestly, truly was like, this man, excuse me, purchased an AR-15 at 18. I thought it was 21.
Yeah.
Red
I
flag.
still thought it was 21 because that's when I purchased my shotgun years ago when I was 21.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know what? But this is my question. Do y'all feel like the person who sold this machine and all the ammunition and everything, do you think they should get in trouble?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they should.
Yes.
It should,
Yes,
but
they should.
they're not
They-
going to though, because there's like I said, no checks and balances in place.
Yeah, track record and everything, man.
Yeah,
It's-
they should. If a kid standing out in front of the corner store and they ask me to buy them some alcohol and I get in trouble for it, then they should get in trouble for it too.
got to hold
Mhm.
people accountable. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Because ain't no way a kid come to me, 18, I'm here. Oh, I need an AR-15. I need a shotgun. I need some bullets. I need a vest.
Yeah.
boy, if you boy or girl, you better
I'm
go.
supposed to give you that.
And
Yeah.
it should be
I mean,
just like
deny
this,
you before you even finish your application. Deny.
Yeah.
right? It should be
Yeah.
like just like when you
Yeah.
trying to write a bad check in the store in the bank, like that's a red flag. And
Yeah.
like authorities, some
That's what
kind
I'm
of
saying. Black folks with money going in to cash a $30,000, $50,000 check, that brings more awareness than somebody who is 18 trying to buy an AR-15, bullets, vests. You'll stop us from getting our money out the bank that's ours. That make you want to call the police. Oh, ain't no way she got this much money for the cash. Something ain't right, but that situation seemed right. That person go to jail.
I would tell you how old I think back when the gun. Remember Walmart used to sell them in the very back where the TVs is at.
Yep.
Kmart used to sell them. Target never did, but Walmart and Kmart used to sell them. But like you can go buy groceries and go buy AR-15 with the ammunition underneath the basket next to the water.
Some sad stuff, man.
They don't do it no more though, right?
No, they don't do it. They cut it. They took that out.
Yeah,
They took it out like since Caliban, they took it out. Because that's what
I mean, you can get them at Academy, right? Academy.
yeah, okay.
And
yeah,
like,
you can get it out of
Ace.
Academy, and I don't even think Dick's, because the Dick's in Dillbrook, they don't have it, but I know Academy for sure.
Okay.
What about Ace? I don't think Ace have guns, do they?
No, but Ace used to sell guns too.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
So I mean, it should be like specific places where you can get guns. Like, okay, the
Gun
punch,
store.
like, yeah, the guns, and then it should be like a really extensive check, and it should be age limits to certain machinery. That's like, I think that could help.
Yeah, you just gotta make it hard. You gotta make it hard, man.
But you know what's so funny is that, do people really understand how many guns that are moved around that's not out the store?
Yeah,
There's plenty of guns that's being purchased and moved around as
on the black
nobody
market.
purchased them in the store. I mean, all guns don't have to be purchased in the store. People can still get a hold of guns
yeah,
easily. So I mean, that could help, but that's not gonna stop the situation.
yeah.
Man.
Control what you control. All I can say is, folks, remember to vote as well.
Yeah.
Try to, that's our best option, is to try to vote and get.
Yeah.
But even that's losing. That's losing. It's like, because Democrat or Republican, it's like we're still saying the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Still saying the same thing. I've been stuck with this quote from the Bible: "The last shall be the first." When that day gonna be, I don't know, but people with money just don't care, bro. They have no compassion at all. None.
No.
I don't have no faith in none of this government. No, I don't. I just don't at all. Because this has been going on for far too long.
We have a
I
lot of,
agree.
what really kind of just like struck me the wrong way is I remember when they had the thing going on with the Asian people and they were being attacked, how quickly they got something in for them. Oh, you can't, this is a hate crime. We have been hate crimed for, oh my God, so long. We don't have nothing.
No, we ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Black or the poor. But the Asian community they got, I don't know, they bring in the funds, so.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
it.
the collateral and they stick together and they work together collectively. But one thing that they do have over us, and I say over us, and I mean us, is they don't fold. Like after a little bit of time, we fold. We forget. We go on to the next thing. We're not consistent enough. You know what I mean? We're not consistent enough, and we're doing some of the same things and expecting different results.
Yeah.
And we got to do something different.
I like that you said that too, because to end this this part of the show, because we're so passionate about it because we're all tired of seeing it. Everyone that's watching, consistency. That's what we need. And and to end this off, we just all four of us want to send healing energy. I know that's not going to be enough, but we pray, send healing energy. We'll try to think of something ourselves that we can do going forward to watch over these kids and everything else, because we tired. So y'all continue to be safe, watch each other, see something, say something, and that's not just a saying that we just want to throw around. Really, if you see something and something looks hard, please.
Yeah. And pay attention to people, man. People, there's some sick people out here. There's some sick people out here. And when I say sick, I'm not saying like psychos, but just mentally unstable, imbalanced, some imbalanced people. And we have to protect them from themselves too. Because if there was not people like that, we wouldn't have, psychiatric hospitals and, psych situations going on. But some things some people that we're around, we know that they're not all right up there, and we'd be scared of telling them or scared of what's going to come about if we bring attention to that person or whatever. But we have to step out and get those people help as soon as possible, because you never know what could happen from those situations. And just prayers to all the family and the loved ones and the whole city that's going through mourning right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about some other things. We got the Critics Corner coming up. We're going to talk about the movies. We're going to talk about TV shows. Have you been watching? Have you not been watching? You should be watching. It's summertime. Summer. Okay, we got to find a different song. Y'all got to find a different song now. Got to find a different song. I love you, Will. We cool. We go.
We can't do Will right now.
we Gucci. But we got to do some other, summer. It's just so, man, I want to get the barbecue pit out right now. Who cooking? Y'all stay locked in.
I know. I got my hand ready.
Hey.
You start singing a song, got my hand ready.
Get the barbecue pit out, get your New Balance, get your sandals, barbecue pit, summertime, swimming pools, all that. Stay locked in, Just Acting Up Show. We got more for you. Shay had to dip out for a little bit, but she'll be back later on for a conversation that we're going to have with a certain individual. But before we do all that, we are here at the Critics Corner. And before we get into the Critics Corner, we got to do what? We got to say, Joffy's VIP room, where we go into an in-depth analysis about your TV shows, your favorite TV shows, your favorite videos, or your favorite films. All that more, Joffy's VIP room. Y'all stay locked in and subscribe. Just like you locked into this show, the Just Acting Up Show. like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yes. I mean, there's a sign right there. You know, we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Fanbase, iHeart, Pandora, and Spotify. All that right there.
That's right. And we on Apple too.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes. All right. So before we get into all the other films and TV shows that came out over the weekend or over the week, we got to talk about the verses real quick. The versus 8Ball MJG versus UGK. UGK. Yeah. So I got to go back and finish watching it. I was tuning in, jumping in and out like a little kid playing double dutch, hopscotch, boom, boom, boom. And it was jamming, man. Chris, did you get a chance to watch it?
I did, man. It was good, man. I was like, you know, of course, MJG and 8Ball, they did their thing. But Uncle Bun, he held it down for H-Time, man. He held it down for H-Time. He held it down for Pimp. Pimp was definitely in the building. Pimp's daughter came on stage. Pimp C's daughter came on stage. He almost did something because when she ran up there, he's like, wait a minute. I thought you was a random fan for a second. You know. But you know, some of the special guests, they dug Tila up. I was like, I ain't seen Tila in a minute. Him and Jazzy Faye performed the Show Enough. Girls in the club showing up.
Taking that for the okay, see, now I really got it.
Twister, David Banner. I think those were the special guests that came out on stage. Yeah, it was good. It's little Kiki, of course, you know.
That's what's up. It was a good look for the South. It was something that we always wanted. R.I.P. to the Pimp. You know, Bun hold it down when he was in jail, and now he holding it down while he was away. I am a UGK fan, so yes, I was just. I only saw little clips on social media, but I love 8Ball MJG.
Yeah, I didn't know they lived. I know they say they lived here for a few. 8Ball told a story about when he was at Carrington's. I'm like, why everybody got a Carrington story? Everybody got a Carrington story.
I also heard that the crowd was not into it like they should have. I saw it all on my timeline. Like they said, what's wrong with this crowd?
I thought they should have did it in Houston or Memphis, but they wanted. I guess they said they wanted to do it in neutral territory. Maybe Mississippi probably would have been better though, but you know they did it in Atlanta, so the crowd was kind of. You could tell they wouldn't like true to the. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't their fan base.
It's not homegrown. If it was in Houston or Memphis, oh yeah, it would have been.
The only thing I wish Andre would have came out when they did players, not international players anthem. Big Boy came out. Big Boy did come out. I wish Andre would have, you know.
Andre is literally living among citizens. Like seriously, people say you look to your left, you might see Andre. Like Andre, he's living among citizens. Like you wouldn't even know that's Andre. That's Andre 3000 right there.
That's cool, man.
He's off the grid. He's chilling. He got He got an IG page with one picture.
Andre 3000. So moving on into other news, man. Quick news. DC just posted picters of the Blue Beetle, character known as Jaime Reyes. It looked comic book accurate. So we're waiting to see how the trailer looks. Because DC, we know what's going on over there right now, and they need a win. They need something.
They've been catching L's all day.
I mean,
it's like right when they get a little bit of hope.
Yeah,
they might be turning the corner.
They have a win. Batman. Anything Batman is a win.
And what's funny about that is that they there's a rumor out there saying they offered Ben Affleck $30 million to come back as Batman. I gotta make that ugly face because
$30 million.
Because we already know if you get Ben Affleck to come back, he gonna talk to Henry Cavill and you know keep that going. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But that's $30 million, ugly face.
Yeah.
It's a simple solution to a simple problem. Get Snyder to do everything.
Yeah.
Simple.
Just give that man the keys.
Just give that man the keys and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. So, in other news, I gotta finish binge watching this show. Stranger Things has started. Stranger Things has started. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I started binge watching. I got so crazy busy, but people are online right now saying that the first episode, or I guess the whole season of Stranger Things, gonna give them nightmares. And they said it feels like it was when the first started off. So, hear good things, man. Have y'all ever watched Stranger Things before?
I haven't seen it.
Um, I have something that I have to say about Stranger Things, and it's not anything negative. I believe COVID kind of messed it up just a little bit. The reason why I say that is because when Stranger Things 1 came out, it was the first of its kind. Okay, it was like that 80s retro. Everybody was digging that, and then later it came through with the same kind of mantra. But you know, season 2 came out, and it was like a celebration. Season 3 came out, it was on the Shade Room, and it's like due to them with the production, and then boom, COVID is like, ooh, it kind of loses buzz a little bit because just imagine when you come out. When you come out, oh man, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere. Black Twitter. It's just something about Black Twitter. When Black Twitter get a hold of something, that they bite down on it. But I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it was just strange for me to see that Ozark was number 3 and Stranger Things was number 4 that Friday morning. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, hey man, that's gonna be number 1 as soon as it dropped. No, it was number 4. So I know it's number 1 now. I would hope it's number 1 now, but it's like Ozark is still in the top 5.
Man, that Ozark hit, it's something about it, man.
Yeah.
Something about it. So
yeah, I am a supporter of Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things, but I just feel like that COVID kind of messed up just a little bit of the buzz.
I agree. I totally agree with you. So, in the other news, movies, 2 films that are right now. I don't know if anybody here is a fan of Bob's Burgers that comes on Fox or seen bits and clips of it.
Burger's funny. That's a funny show.
Bob's Burgers.
I think Bob's Burger was the perfect show to come after the whole American Dad Family Guy wave. Kind of looks like they ran their course. Kind of. Bob's Burger is a good, it's a good comedy. It's funny.
Wait, they don't do any more Family Guy?
They still do, but they kind of like, it's not like what it used to be.
Oh, okay. I wasn't never a fan of American Dad. And what was the other one? Clinton.
Oh, the Cleveland Brown Show?
Yeah, the Cleveland Brown Show.
Yeah. I like American Dad. American Dad was funny. This is for my boy Steve. I was always looking for Steve. Whoever does Steve, whenever they would make him sing them R&B songs, it'd be so funny. But I'll talk to you about that off camera. There's some stuff that's, man, it's hilarious.
Yeah, man. I like them. Well, I can say I like them all, but yeah, American Dad, Family Guy, Simpsons. And some of them I haven't watched as much as I should have, or should, because it's been, Simpsons. I'm like the same age as the Simpsons, I think.
Well, the Simpsons is going to outlive us all, man.
My goodness.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers. That's the one that's stuck. Cause they've been trying to push some other cartoon shows on us, but they just ain't really been like, it's like, Bob's Burgers hit. They're like, that's why I say post the new wave of Family Guy after American Dad, because they was reigning supreme next to the Simpsons. Because it's like, who pairs with the Simpsons? So Bob's Burger, I think, is next up. That's the one.
And I love that show. I gotta get back into watching it. And what also is in theaters right now. So shout out to Bashir Salahuddin from Southside Sherman Showcase. He is also in Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
He has a part in that. I haven't seen it myself yet. I want to go watch it, but I want to go and watch it in the 40X because y'all talk about 40X, and I'm losing my mind. I'm like, man, I got to go see certain movies in 40X.
I've been breaking my son's little heart, but tomorrow for sure. We're gonna go see Doctor Strange in 40X. I've already seen it, but we didn't see it in 40X. But I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Top Gun Maverick in 40X, I was like, I tell my son, hey, would you want to see Top Gun instead? I mean, Doctor Strange finna come out.
True story. True story. I've never seen Top Gun the original. But I seen the trailer for the new one when I was watching Doctor Strange. They played the trailer, but I didn't realize that was the same scene. Like the kind of like how the scenes mimic each other. The trailer and the opening scene in Top Gun. I was like, oh, that's all I got. That's all I got. I got to watch it.
No. Top Gun is a great story. Tom Cruise wanting at the time. Tom Cruise was like Tom Cruise. He still is Tom Cruise, but for that movie to be in 40X, my God, I think it's going to be better than. I'm just saying, all of those are real planes, real fighter jets, real pilots. So there you go.
Yeah, and got a nice cast: Miles Teller, Jay Ellis. I'm happy for Jay Ellis because he just got Insecure and he was getting in this film and he was in what was it? I think I first saw him in The Game. But I like seeing people that are in TV shows that we sat back and watched and they get cast in other projects. So shout out to Miles Teller, James Ellis, and of course Tom Cruise, of course, as well as Bashir Salahuddin. Love seeing that Bashir is a part of that project. So I'm gonna go see it when I get a chance to. Looking forward to it.
There's a going back to TV for a second. There's a new show that's coming out, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's called Tom Swift on the CW. It's about a brilliant inventor with unlimited resources and an unimaginable wealth. Supposed to be charming and so I don't know. I don't know if he's supposed to be like a take on like a Tony Stark type of person, but I'm just kind of scared about this one because Ava DuVernay's Naomi was kind of underwhelming. It was really underwhelming, like really, really underwhelming. So we'll see.
That sounds like Batman. So I'm just saying, that sounds like Batman.
Yeah, it does sound like a Batman, like a knockoff Batman.
A Dollar General Batman.
I'm
Tom Swift. I'm like,
great value.
Kind of want to punch you.
Great value, Batman.
Great value.
Great value, Batman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to Shay to come back in and join us for the next segment for our Spotlight interview. We got Sharyon, being a part of Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, and our Spotlight interview. So y'all stay locked in. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great one. Welcome back to the Just Acting Up Show, ladies and gentlemen. We got a special guest in here, man. We're excited about this. Sharyon. Clapping in for this one.
Thank you. It's Sharyon, like carry-on luggage.
Sharyon.
Yes, yeah.
That's a pretty name.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good. Thank you. Because I was going to ask you, am I saying it right? I don't want to be like, oh, I know that girl Sharyon. No, Sharyon. No.
I correct people every time.
That's why I go by Shay, because my name is Shay, and half of the time I might get a little messed up. So I'm like, Shay for short.
Take that, right? That's why I give a rhyme. So I say the carry-on luggage, people can automatically, work
to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. So let's go ahead and let's talk. Let's conversate. Of course, you're in acting. You're a lady, a jack of all trades of many multiple hats.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how did your journey in the art of acting get started?
All right. Who is Sharyon? Honestly, I've always been a performer. I want to say I wrote and starred in my first play when I was 7 years old, and my second grade class produced it. My mom to this day is salty that she didn't publish it because now we're seeing we have a lot more avenues, but it was in I ain't gonna tell you. So where that wasn't quite as common for the little Black children, but it's always been my thing. But yeah, I'm definitely a multi-hyphenate because even though I grew up in the arts, when I went, got to college age, I kind of went with the idea of like, you got to pursue something that's going to be, you got to make money, so on and so forth. So, I wasn't too mad at it. I ended up at a HBCU, went to FAMU. I love it. Radless is right. and ended up being in their business program, their SBI school, which is a really good program under Dean Mobley. Loved it. Would not trade it for anything. But I came out and ended up in corporate America for like a smooth year. I don't even know if I lasted a whole year, to be honest. Like, I think I lasted about 8 months before I ran off with the circus, and then I was in Vegas. I need to stop making that because I know people who actually do work for the circus. But I ended up in a Vegas show, and just been professional ever since. Sometimes I'll do other things, or sometimes I take time off to write or to create my own things, take jobs where I'm touring, things like that. But for the most part, still a performer through and through.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Pretty dope.
Thank you.
So as far as scrolling through I know you have a YouTube channel called the Free Woman Tales.
Yes.
And we love the information you share on there. Now, how do you keep yourself together during the quarantine? Like, how did that all come about?
I actually didn't do too many Free Woman Tales during the quarantine. I ended up recording a 3rd season, and then I ended up not getting the editing stuff that I wanted to get together for that. But that started before quarantine because I was on the road so much that I wouldn't really have a lot of contact with people, like just friends. So the only way I could connect with folks was during the internet, and I was in a lot of groups and things like that. So one of the groups that I was in really pushed kind of women coming into their own and finding freedom. So I was like, maybe I can combine the things that I'm learning in these groups along with like my own given talents, and plus the fact that I got a lot of free time, and I'll be in like West Hill, Kentucky or wherever doing a show. And I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and just make this and just pretty much talk that shit. I mean, I can curse here, right?
Yeah,
okay. I'm like, because I got a potty mouth. All right. I used to work with the military, I was like, come on.
You invited.
Glad I haven't dropped any F-bombs yet. It's still only before noon, but
Is that a record? Is that a record right there? Is that a record
a
for
little bit. Fuck has so many uses,
Boom.
Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too hilarious.
I see in your bio on your IG, you Chicago influencer. Are you originally from Chicago?
Oh yeah, born and raised.
Oh man, Chicago stand up. Chicago love us, man.
My town in the house.
Dig that. We have a lot of Chicago in the South and a lot of other places are very connected, This is the way the Great Migration went. That's where our parents are from. So,
I know that's right. What do you love about Chicago? What's your favorite place there to go to just, to connect?
Yeah. I'm a South Side girl through and through. So probably I would say Hyde Park. That's just, it's a neighborhood, especially now where you can find good restaurants, you can find like a party if you want to, bars, but it's also a lot of like green areas. You go out, look at the lake, you can sit and look at the trees and ride your bike around. There's still like homes that have yards there. So it's like that's my favorite part about Chicago and the city is that it's somewhere between like a small town where everybody knows each other and still like a booming area where you can, order whatever you want at 4:00 in the morning if you want to. So I need both of those things.
This may be because I'm a little hungry, but
okay.
when you come to Chicago, what is what's that go-to food item that everybody needs to get, or that restaurant that everybody needs to go to?
We are a foodie city. I was gonna say, I'll help you go ask you about the restaurants because that's our main thing. And like my favorite thing is to just try new restaurants, but I would take you to a Harold's Chicken, right? You got to get some Harold's Chicken from somewhere, but it depends because everybody has their separate ones. I think they're independently owned, as a matter of fact. So, I'm not gonna tell you which one because I don't want everybody to go there. Then next time I go,
Keep going. We're gonna put them on blast.
I'll text you later and tell you where it is when you.
They go thank you later.
Just try them all. I don't want to put my influence on. Try the few of them. We definitely got some good barbecue. I'll take you to Lim's. That's where I'll take you on 74th Street. You can't get that delivered. Postmates used to take it to you, but they don't carry it anymore because you got to stand outside a little shack that has a big old smokestack on it in order to get that barbecue.
It's good.
It's gonna change your life. It'll change your life. But we also have like the Michelin star restaurants too. If you go up and down Randolph Street, you're gonna go somewhere you can't get reservations from us. So it's like We'll feed you.
All right.
That's right.
All right.
Love.
Go to a city where they're gonna feed you at. We live off that right there.
That's right. There you go. So wait, are
In
all of
Houston,
you
we
from the
love
same
to
city?
eat. Yes,
Okay.
Yes. We
love to
love
eat.
it. Yeah, because you saying Harold's Chicken, I know we had Diallo and everybody else come on here from the South Side Chamber Showcase. He was saying when we do come, it gotta be Harold's Chicken because they just built a Harold's Chicken. I think they just built it here in Houston.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I want to try it, but I feel as if I have to try.
You gotta go to the original.
I gotta go to the source.
Right.
Gotta go to
Yes.
the source.
Because they have one in Vegas too, and it's like
Really?
not the same. Yeah, they're big time now. I'm proud of them.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Harold's. Can we get some chicken, please? Like,
I want some chicken right now. Why is y'all doing this to me?
they just say fried chicken in front of us. And we get
Speaking about
I
chicken,
That's
thought
very
like, oh, that
cliche.
sounds good.
we gotta go back to the chicken with us black folk. So, you were in a Church of Chicken commercial.
Yes, you went back with that one, and that was for fish. I was eating a fish sandwich. They flew us to New Orleans to put me in a nun costume that my friends laughed at for weeks. The antithesis is who you are as a woman.
Oh man.
Did you have fun in New Orleans?
I did have fun in New Orleans. Every time I go to New Orleans, I have fun. My daddy's side of the family's from there. So
Nice.
Okay. I
My
have
wife's
family
side
there.
of
Well,
family
not.
there.
I have a little bit of family in New Orleans, but a lot of family in Louisiana and like Baton Rouge and things like that. So I had to ask.
that, all right, I love it.
Yeah.
And Creole
There's some
folks.
good food there too. I hope you got you some gumbo.
Always. Like honestly, I'm still kind of salty because like my grandparents never gave me their gumbo recipe. I think they were waiting on me to get married.
On that, y'all just give.
Now
They
listen,
like that. They
now
like that. They will hold the recipe.
I gotta
I want to know how to make it.
I gotta do a disclaimer when I say this because I have I got people from New Orleans. I have in-laws from New Orleans. Not all people from New Orleans can cook. I'm just saying.
That's true. My people could. But yeah, we don't want to make grand generalizations.
Yeah, just now we ain't gonna put a whole net out there like everybody.
Yes. You can tear it down. You can go to like a little restaurant. You would think there's nothing good in there. You go in there, I mean, you will find some of the best food you ever had. Like they cook. They teach their kids to cook.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be careful though, because all the food is super rich. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of my homegirls all went down there for the Essence Festival a few years back. And you know, we just ate the whole day, but you gotta be careful because you'd be sick. It was at some point in that vacation that every single one of us had to rush to a restroom. So,
Oh my
everything was
gosh.
clean. I mean, you didn't want to know all that. We don't put
It's
that.
all good. Hey, you know.
All out. That's what this show is about. Let it all out.
Hot chicks at IBS, baby. All the hot chicks at IBS.
We all had our moments. We all had our moments.
Yeah.
So from Chi-Town, my guys, like Mike was saying, you know, y'all just from Chi-Town, y'all just show us so much love. And speaking of love, like we all of us love the show Chicago Fire, Chicago PD.
Yeah.
And Tashay, her hubby, is actually a fan, a big major fan, more of a fan than us for the show, both of the shows that you're a part of.
Yeah.
He has all of them recorded. He does not miss a show. He watches each and every one of them. And so he's definitely going to be a little jealous.
Tell him thank you and keep watching. We've been holding strong for all these seasons.
He actually started me to watching the show. And I really like it too. But we have some questions though.
Sure, please. I've only been on a couple episodes, but I'll help you as much as I can.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I know when I first started watching Chicago Fire, when it first started off, I remember looking at the behind the scenes, and they were saying that they actually take some stories, some real life stories, and add it to the show. And now thinking about that scene that you were a part of, with the fire truck pulling up, and it's a baby right there, and I'm like, Oh my God.
Right. It's pretty heavy.
Yes.
It's interesting because my background is in comedy, but everything I'm cast on TV is like the worst thing is gonna happen in the world. You know, it's like, all right, you know.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
your favorite person to work with on the show?
Oh wow. That's hard. I usually don't really do favorites. I will say I had special moments with all the actors. Like and especially when I walked into the trailer and saw it, oh my gosh. And I was like, it took me everything not to fangirl out and run up and be like, I loved you on Sex and the City. Because like, I was like, you're Steve, you know, but I was like, I can't do that. That's weird. He and I ended up giggling the whole day, which was pretty awesome. Which actually might have been distracting for everybody else. So sorry if it was. But we had a really good time. Yeah, I can't say I had, because I definitely had moments with each of them. I mean, both of those sets, everybody's very friendly. They're used to having people come in, you know, something dramatic, new every day. So everyone's, you know, goes out of their way to make you feel welcome and in place and make sure your mics are ready and all that kind of good stuff. So I had great experiences with both.
That's good. That's good. So you have more shows to record with them?
I don't know. You know, we'll see what's coming up. I do have, excuse me, I do have a larger role coming up on The Shy. Do you all watch The Shy as well by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey.
yes.
Season 5. It's going to be getting started.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So the new season starts up June 24th. And I'm a little bit further down into the season, but you'll definitely recognize my face more.
Awesome.
You're going to be watching for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Now, it's funny you mentioned your comedic chops because we came across some of your TikTok videos. And, you know, these comedic chops that you have. Now, we found something interesting. You know, you got some vocal, like me. You got some vocals there. You can kind of sing a little bit.
I'll be trying. I mean, I started off in musical theater. So like musical theater, you have to do everything. You know, you gotta be funny, sing, dance, act, like backflips, whatever the hell they tell you they pay you for, you know? So I like singing a lot. That's not something I wanted to pursue as a career so much because, you know, sometimes you gotta just focus and figure out which, you know, what couple of areas you're gonna go in. But it's just something I really like doing. And honestly, that answers the question you were asking me earlier too, about how I've gotten myself through this time. You know, it's just creating in my house and the TikTok videos, and then you can just kind of play and discover yourself and just try stuff that maybe, you know, other people haven't really seen you do thus far. That's been my favorite part about taking this time, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's good too. I mean, because like you were saying in your YouTube channel, you know, like you said, you're trying to find things to do during the quarantine and everything. And, you know, I think all of us was doing that. Like we're just trying to find that one thing to take our minds off of it. And I love that, you know, what you shared with the quarantine and, you know, with everything else that you shared in your channel. We needed that. We needed that. And it was good that you shared that because people need something like that to get away from it all.
Thank you. Yeah. I would consider myself to be a Black joy activist. You know, I read a lot of Black feminist work. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because sometimes people get nervous when they say those words together. Oh, and I don't hate people. I just, you know, like I just also think I'm smart. Anyway, but like, so a lot of the folk who I will follow talk about, you know, the more we can focus on joy and seeing ourselves in the future, the better we have a chance of surviving this kind of stuff, you know. So it's like, that's something I definitely do for myself. That's why I look at creating. That's something that brings me joy. Actually, the next thing I'm working on too, I've written a feature film with visionary fiction called Black Joy Always Wins. And that's my next thing. So I just got some support going. We're still in the development stage right now, you know, getting everything together, building a team. But that's what I want to put out. You know, the more I can use my gifts and, you know, and the platforms and availabilities we all have now with all these different forms of social media to not only just have a good time and, you know, let other people laugh, enjoy, but also maybe teach them stuff, you know, not in a preachy way, but just like, hey, let's, you know, find pleasure today so we can live. That's what I want to teach, you know. The more we do that, I think the more, you know, we have more hope as we move through these really, really hard times.
Yes. Oh, that's really cool.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tisha.
No, I said that's really cool. That's like a really go. I mean, so much negative already, and pouring. We need that pour positivity.
Yeah. You know, it's easy to get caught up because I mean, I think there's always a bunch of awful shit and a bunch of great shit happening at the same time. You know, like I got a promotion, but then your uncle died. You know, it's like but that's just what life gives. You know? And it's easy to get. We're gonna have negativity bias, and the good stuff that happens oftentimes doesn't equal out to the bad stuff. We stay focused on that. So, I'm about radical self-care. We're going to have to push real hard on that good stuff and get this promotion. That means you go get you a massage and a therapist and buy some good food and maybe bring some flowers to your uncle's funeral. Try to overcome it as much as possible. At least that's my theory.
No, it's a great theory to have. And I love that the title of the name that you called it too, Black Joy and all that sounds refreshing AF. Like, thank you for that. I like that.
You should make it a drink called Black Joy. I would drink that.
See, that's your commercial. That's your commercial.
This is the moment. If it happens, we're gonna give you a fee. You should.
Hey, we are down. We are down. Whatever you need, for real. And that's dope that you say that you write as well too, because we write as well. So yeah.
That's important. Because you have to have your voice out, right? Because we're waiting on everybody else to try to sound like us. That was the biggest issue for a while. You have like 2 Black people and it's like, they're the representatives of all Black people. It's like,
all Black people.
Hold on. Yeah. That ain't
multifaceted. We have so many different perspectives and thoughts. No one thinks the same. So everybody's story is not the same story. So,
and they're all valid and necessary, and the more different stories we have, the more we can actually get people to understand that, like, we're not monolithic. We all have different experiences, and there's like different kinds of weird and all that kind of stuff. And I love to see it. Please keep writing and putting stuff out and creating.
I agree with that. So tell us a little bit more about, I know you said on the Shy, you come on later on. We love the show as well too. Everything you just in everything in Chicago, and we love that.
I'm trying. It's still a couple I haven't been cast on yet, but
I know you got your list. You marking it off. Like, that's what's up. And we would love to see. Well, have you been in anything comedic yet? Because like you said, you got the comedic background. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, okay, I started off in improv. I was in an improv troupe called We Be Negroes. I want to say I started with them in like 1999. I'm not sure if everyone here was born then, but I gotta check.
We were in existence.
Okay, we were. And I'd have been working.
We weren't working, but
I could drink legally.
Gotcha.
We weren't paying taxes then, but we was
Black don't crack. But I moved out to LA with them, and we did all kind of wonderful stuff. I mean, we opened for Paul Mooney at the Comedy Store. We ended up doing a show in San Francisco where Robin Williams came and played on stage with us. Like, lots of wonderful memories and experiences, But thing is, improv isn't really necessarily something you make a full-time job out of,
Right.
So, did some other stuff, went to some other theater. But most of my comedy, I would say, would have to be either independent troupes or like my own writing. As I said, every time I'm casting something, I've been doing a lot of horror movies lately too.
Really? Okay.
This is another thing.
A different aspect for you. Yeah.
I'm excited for it, actually. Like, my dream is to be an action hero. I don't know if I'm starting late in life for that, but dagnabbit, who knows? I got the shoulders,
Hey.
No, dream. I mean, it could come true. I mean, anything can happen nowadays, Go for it.
Well, I appreciate that. And I got to get in shape then again. We got to get back in shape.
Woo, man. Hey, look, when you start out,
we're gonna edit it in. We're gonna edit you a whole new body on there.
All right, do that. Like, this is Sharyon without any Harold's chicken. And this is
you got the guns for days, man.
Yes.
So quick, It's funny. You know what? So you were on the show called Proven Innocence,
Yes.
a courtroom drama, right?
Yeah. More drama.
So yeah. So we had to ask you this every time we think of courtroom because we so silly. What was your favorite courtroom scene between the Martin episode or the Jamie Foxx episode?
Wait a minute.
Think about it.
I'm trying to think of what the scenes were. Oh man, I should have sent because I love all of both of them.
Yeah. So Martin was to give you a quick thought of a quick rundown. So Martin was in there for a traffic ticket, I believe.
Yeah, the day to get you gonna come.
There to get you gonna get.
GTD. What's that?
TD.
Okay.
And Jamie Foxx.
We got the draws.
Yeah. And Jamie Foxx episode was about that lady who tried to get over on him. I forgot her name. She was on A Living Color, but she tripped and fell and did a little flip or whatever in the lobby of the King's Towers. And we always debate about who had the best courtroom scene, the funniest one, out of Jamie Foxx or Martin. Which one was your favorite?
Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. I mean, Martin came first, right? Martin kind of
Martin was first.
Yeah, Martin came first.
He set the scene in the game, but I also had like some friends on Jamie Foxx, so that's a hard one to have a biased opinion.
Well, you had some friends with Jamie Foxx. What?
Yeah, and you remember Rona Bennett when he was working at Jingles 3000?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And she was like his singing partner after a while. She grew up in Chicago too. We went to the same ETA theater together.
Wow.
Nice.
That's cool.
So I have a biased opinion, but I don't know. Martin is Martin though.
That Martin one is tough.
I might have to
That
go
one
with
is,
Martin.
I don't remember the Jamie Foxx one. I honestly don't. But
Not
that
well.
Martin one is tough.
Yeah.
Right, and like Martin set the, he's the one who set the stage for a lot of that foolishness.
Yeah, he did. He did. Oh my God. But yeah, I was like, when I saw that you in the courtroom scene, I'm like, we had to ask you that. And it's funny too, because all of us was just talking about jury duty. And you were in the jury.
Yeah.
Wow.
It literally was, yeah.
Yeah, we literally, I don't know, just random. Jury duty.
Had it.
And-
Yeah.
And
We
now,
were just talking about, it's a lot of Black folks, like our norm to like try to get out of jury duty. Like there's no one that I've ever known that was like, yay, jury duty, except for myself.
Why do you like it? What makes you like it?
So like, I like all that kind of stuff. Like I'll watch, shows about, people that did stuff and, trying to figure out like how they got caught and what they did wrong, like all that stuff. So whenever I got something for jury duty, I'm excited, like, hey, jury duty, I get to actually be in there. But I never
They
get
be
picked.
the one to hold
They
it
never
up.
picked me.
You're right. She's like, we need to
They
look
be the one to
again.
hold it up. Get him. But did he
With my notepad and my pen, like, writing that down. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get no good cases when you get called in. It's always like something terrible and whack. Like, nothing interesting.
I want a real good case, like a case that's just nationally out there. Like I would love to do that.
then I get to write a book afterwards.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Make a data, the IP.
Oh,
That would really happen in the courtroom.
Too funny.
Yeah, those make you spend the night in hotels though. I want to say if you stay too long for that.
yeah, hey, you can't talk on the phone and all that. And oh man,
Yeah.
That sounds like some secretive fun.
Well, before we let you go, I know you were part of a show called The Big Leap, but I want to know what's the next big leap or role that you see yourself in?
What's the next big leap that I see myself in? A lot of these things, they come from nowhere. I'll be sitting there twiddling my thumbs, and then next thing I get a phone call from an audition I did 2 years ago, and now it's a film that I have to shoot next week. So I'm at the position, I think, in my career where I feel like I've proven myself, and I'm still working, of course, but now I'm also just letting things come to me as opposed to pushing real hard for stuff. I can definitely show up. But yeah, my main focus is just writing my own stuff. And then whatever else comes, then I'm open to seeing. But yeah, So definitely come follow my IG too for Black Joy Wins, Instagram.com /Black Joy Wins, one word. You can also check out my website. I have clips and like some other things coming up too for the movie. It's on my website, www.actressSharyonCulberson.com. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then of course, we'll watch The Chi that starts June 24th. It's not January. Where are we? What is time? I don't know. I'm like, still in the house.
It's all
That's pretty
good.
cool. We're gonna check everything out. We're gonna follow you and along on your journey. And we wish you luck and successful shows and writing and creating.
I appreciate you. Thanks for reaching out. I'm gonna hit you all up when I come down to Houston. I got a lot of friends in Texas, so
What?
Let us know.
don't be looking at me funny when I'm like, I'm in town. I'm like,
Like, who is this?
No. We can finally get Mike to the turkey leg hut.
Yeah.
turkey leg hut. I'm about that.
We're gonna have to take you to like all of the great eateries out here. There are so many new things that are popping up because we have such an influx of people coming in from all over. Houston is just really growing, and so there's a lot more to do.
I've seen a few people come on down there. I'm like, I heard that's the place for the Black folks to be with the good jobs. I'm like, I like to see. I like to see.
Y'all stay over there, man. We got traffic.
Yes, our traffic has grown.
Our traffic is terrible.
We gonna come up there. We gonna come up there with you.
I mean, we got traffic too. Just come in the summertime. That's all I would say.
Okay, good. We gonna come in the summertime.
Yeah.
Oh man. This the part of the interview where we like, man, we wish we could continue to keep talking to you, but we know you gotta get back to doing what Sharyon does. But we greatly appreciate you. It was fun. We enjoyed talking about food and everything else and everything you've been a part of. And we know those blessings are coming. We know many doors are going to open up for you. But we see the personality, your spirit, your energy is very infectious. Your smile and everything, and we love it. And we appreciate you for coming on, taking time out of your day to join us. It means so much, trust me.
I appreciate you so much.
Welcome back to the Just Acting Up show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get it started. Let Brother Chris take over and take care of things and tell us about some things with who gets the Just Acting Up award. Go ahead, brother.
Yes. This week, just looking at these diagonal. I mean, I got to make sure I'm looking at this right. Okay, yeah. This fool really did it. So, acting the fool this week, we all have celebrities that we like. Some people idolize their celebrities. Well, and we all know Power Universe. We know, of course, like they got shows like Power and what is it, Raising Kanan, BMF. Behind this is this entertainer, rapper, actor, 50 Cent. Remains one of the most influential rappers in the history of hip hop and a great actor in various mediums, And so there's this one guy that he's an African rapper. He idolizes 50 Cent. Like his name is Shoyo. We're gonna go with that. Shoyo. And he decided that he wanted to get a tattoo of 50 Cent on his back.
Oh, hell no.
Why would you want to tattoo another person, much less another man on your back like that? Like big, not a little tiny, like all around the whole back. Why? I don't know. But he did that. As you can see here, the tattoo is not that great. It's pretty bad. 50 Cent even had to, he even told him himself. 50 saw the tattoo and in my best 50 Cent voice. Let me see. Hey, what the F going on here, man? I need the best portrait tattoo artist to fix this, man. Like, cause this is church, So, yeah, but 50, so he had a sense of humor about it. But yeah, who would want to get that on their back? I do not know. The tattoo turned out to be an absolute disaster. He's been roasted by Instagram and social media. Yeah. So whoever did that tattoo, they really got to steal. So I guess the tattoo wasn't picture perfect, huh?
Oh man, Chris's jokes.
Or would you say maybe they put Ja Rule on his back because it's murder? No.
But you do that. Boy.
Okay, well, how about this one? Looks like he paid 50 cents for his tattoo.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it look like 50 Cent is overpriced on that tattoo. That for 50 Cent, that tattoo
Hold
is
on.
overpriced.
What about this? My last one. I guess we know what is this what my dollar a day is going towards? Okay, I'm wrong. That's so wrong, Chris. No. You know, because he's an African rapper.
Oh, man.
Remember those quotes?
Oh.
Give $1 a day to help this. Is this what my dollar a day is going to? Okay, I'm sorry.
Should have did that, boy. You should
Well,
have did.
I say this. 50 Cent is a real one, so he gonna pay to get that one fixed. He gonna pay to get that fixed.
He is?
Did he offer to pay to get that fixed?
Not that I think he just said who can fix this. He didn't say he would pay to get it fixed.
Bro, who can fix it?
Yeah, he said who can fix this?
Well,
man?
I was wrong. People, don't take that and run with it. 50 Cent said, who can fix this?
What?
It's terrible. Did you see it, James?
I saw it. He shouldn't have did that. Some things just look good in your head, but then when you put it out there in the universe, I do know that for sure. It didn't come out right. It don't look right, my friend. You shouldn't have did that, sir.
Dude shouldn't have done. That tattoo artist needed to ask for it. Seriously. Now
He knew he could not draw 50 Cent. He knew he couldn't draw. Oh yeah, man, I got you. Come on.
You knew you couldn't do that, bro.
How much did you charge for that?
A whole back tattoo. Now you got a whole back of this dude on your back.
He had that. He just knew he was dead wrong for that. It don't even look like this is tattooed all the way. Like he used a permanent marker. That's terrible.
How much you paid for that?
I bet he was like, yeah, you're gonna kill him with this one. Oh yeah.
You kill your career with that. Why would you do that?
Trust me, guys. I have 3 tattoos, and all 3 of my tattoos came out great. Because you know why? I just didn't run in the chair just because they looked like they could. I actually looked at their catalog. Okay, all tattoo artists has this big book. Look at their work. I want you. Okay, that's just a word of advice.
Well,
So
you know what? Maybe we got it messed up. Maybe he was trying to draw 50 Tyson.
That could work. Because that's what
Maybe it was 50 Tyson he was really drawing, and not 50 Cent.
I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need for these tattoo artists to do like a full Instagram video of them actually drawing it out so you can see what's going on, see them actually doing it themselves. You shouldn't pay for that, sir.
Catalog.
Yeah.
A lot done changed now. We don't hold on this tag, but a lot done changed now. They got social media, so you could just look at this person and see if they really got that, But that's just my word of advice. So nobody will walk around here because getting it removed costs more than getting it put on. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into the balancing act, and brother gonna need some balancing act for himself. I'm sorry, don't mind me. Y'all stay locked in to the Just Acting Up show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna focus on some mental health because it's still Mental Health Month. And mental health is not just for 1 month, it's overall. It's year round. That's what's going on. So I know we spoke about this earlier, and we're going to continue to keep talking about it because it's some very disturbing news that we keep hearing about what transpired. So we're talking. That's why we focus on mental health. And there are websites out there that are actually free that you can talk to people about your situations. I really do hope that with this scenario that has took place, that something is done about this. Something needs to be done. And because there are people that are involved that were, I ain't gonna say that they're not, everyone that was a victim in this. Nothing good came from the situation. So if you are going through some troubles, reach out to somebody. It don't have to be your family members. It don't have to be your friends. Get somebody who actually has experience with helping people that are, you know, in that line of work with people who have mental issues. I spoke to a lot of people that said that they don't just go to church, they actually go to therapy, and it helps. So I want people to take advantage of going to these therapists. I understand, like, oh, it costs so much money. Okay, there's church. Oh, there are websites out there that are free.
There are insurance companies pay for your therapy.
Mm.
You just they pay for that. So that's an excuse because a lot of people are scared to unload and to unpackage. You know, I'm one of them in a way. You know, everybody needs to see therapy. If you
Yeah.
want to do, if you so focus on your physical, you gotta focus on your mental too. It is
Mhm.
very much important.
Facts.
But I'm going to kind of get out of the box and ask this question: why don't the state, for those kids, what they had to go through, this is something that is gonna harbor with them for the rest of their lives.
Mhm.
The state should do something with their mental health.
Agree.
Pay for it, whatever you can do. I that's what I feel like. Because if you dad so much on these guns, you know what happened. It's very traumatizing for these kids. These kids gonna need some help moving forward. So
I agree.
I agree. I agree. In a perfect world, they would take
in a
some-
perfect world, you're absolutely right. In a perfect world.
Woo! Clap it in. Clap it in. Clap it in. Clap it in. So, man, another great show in the books. Thank you. Shout out to our guest Sharyon. Say it just like carry on. That's how she told us to say it. So that's how we go.
Yeah.
Carry on, carry on. That's dope. I love that.
Carry
So,
on.
yeah, carry on.
Carry
Carry
on,
on.
if you will.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry
What was that, Kendrick
From
Perkins?
the north of us.
Kendrick Perkins.
To the left.
Carry
I'm
on.
sorry.
What's the name? Drop a 35-piece McNugget on dinner on you. Carry on. All right, Kendrick.
Hey, we about to, pretty soon we about to have our own little party out here in Houston because we got Kareem supposed to come through. Everybody come to turkey leg. Right, we trying to get you. My goal is to get you a turkey leg cut by the end of the year.
And we all gonna be standing in line. All of us.
I'm like, do you know who this is?
Do you know who this is? I don't care who he is. I don't care what. We gonna care today.
Get back in that line.
I'm gonna have to get there early, hold a place in the line for us, man.
But
Something.
shout out to the turkey leg cut because they don't like people to talk about their lines. They do better with their lines, but it's just that you gotta endure to get that old turkey leg.
Yeah, I want to tell.
Maybe we'll do a VIP table for us and some fans one day.
That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be done.
Turkey leg. Well, with that being said, Chris, you got a positive note for us? Positive words, wisdom for us?
Positive note of the day. This comes from Chris Chapman, wise man. I heard he was a very cool dude, extremely handsome. Just treat people with respect, do good, send good energy out there. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's dealing with, and just that small interaction with you can lighten up their day. So let's put more positive into the world, people.
That's it.
I agree. Great words. Appreciate it, brother. That's gonna do it for us. Mike, you got anything before we wrap up and get up out of here, boy?
Normally I end with something funny to say, but with the recent events, I really don't have it in me. Because Chris had a great quote, and I don't want to demolish that. But yeah,
Gotcha.
everybody just think positive. Think positive, put positive thoughts in the world, and show compassion. Show compassion to one another. That's it.
In the words of Jackie Moon from Semi Pro, everybody love everybody.
Or in the words of Jaffe, be the light. It's an inside joke, yeah. Inside. But be the light.
Be the light. Y'all have a good one.